If you can hear panting in the background, that is the dog sleeping, just so you know. It's nothing sinister. Before there's any like creepypastas about there being ghosts in my video breathing down my neck, it's just a bulldog. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there, up in the corner over there. There. I know. So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can become a reaction, suggest reactions, you've got special access to my Discord, which I will also link down below, and you're also helping to keep the channel going, so consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. So we're going to listen to somebody new today. I've not listened to this person before. I think I've heard songs by this person, but nothing that I could recall back to you, so it's kind of going to be like new but not new, and the person today is FKA Twigs. Now we're looking at a live performance of Cellophane live in Amsterdam, so let's just jump right in. I'm quite excited because I don't know what to expect.
Didn't I do it for you? Why don't I do it for you? Why won't you do it for me? When all I do is for you.
Nice. So this kind of sounds like a weird baby of aspirate tone and glottal. So it is very airy and the air comes out, but it's very jumpy. So it's got quite abrupt starts. So glottal is like backcatnat, it's very like pronounced, bold, pushed, and aspirate is very airy. Kind of the tone glides in on air. This is the two at once at play. So as you can hear, it makes this really lovely like laboured sound, like a kind of an instability. Really, really nice. Very gentle start. Let's keep going.
They wanna see us alone. They wanna see us apart. They wanna see us alone. They wanna see us apart. And I just want to feel it. And I don't want to have to share
Okay, so one thing that's jumping out at me here is it's quite an unusual vocal, but I mean that like in the most complimentary manner that I possibly can. It's unusual because it seems to be focusing more on kind of the movement of the voice and the different tones and textures that she can achieve, rather than giving, say, like a more formulaic vocal that maybe makes a bit more sense and carries better. There's a lot of high larynx, bright, airy sounds that drop very, very suddenly into like a low larynx. So you get this woof movement from like intense, drop. So you get hope and then despair at the same time. Well, not at the same time. It's like it shunts from one to the other like instantaneously. It's really, really good. So yeah, I'm just getting a lot of movement here. It's got a lovely flow.
I try, but I get overwhelmed when you're gone. I have no one to tell. And I Just want to feel it.
So as she's pushed up into her falsetto there, you see that she's holding the note, so she's letting the air kind of come first, and then the note joins in, but it's almost like it comes in on static. It's really, really interesting. She's obviously got a real talent for holding the tone and the power at bay. She holds everything in, so it makes this tiny, delicate, fragile sound. It's a lovely build because it's still a build from that lower note into the higher note, but it's not necessarily going into that full-on belting territory that you'd maybe expect other singers to do. It still stays very much in this small place. Really nice. Nice, lovely scoops. Wow. Okay, so she is like bearing her soul here. You can hear that there are points where she lets almost like a speech come back through. So it kind of goes from singing to cry into speech. So you get this real picture of like, I'm too emotional to sing. I'm breaking down and you're getting the raw me. I'm just kind of having to break it down in speech because I can't get the words out. That's what it's translating as to me. You might disagree, but from a performance standpoint, that's what I'm picking up. You can hear the lovely change from when she goes from head voice to chest voice, because she's getting into that place where she's having to push more on the intensity, which so it's not a voice I've heard yet, or up to that point I should say. So it's lovely to hear the difference, and she's kind of going back and forth between that lovely gentle falsetto and that kind of almost like desperate cry. It's lovely, really good.
And I just want to feel your hand. And I don't want to have to share. I tried, but I get overwhelmed when you're gone. I have no one to tell.
So there was a lot of breath work going into this. It was like a bridge between acting and singing because she was taking parts that were completely vocals, as in just like sharp intakes of breath and that sound of like almost like sobbing, but not the musical vocal term sob, like actual crying, and pairing it with her vocal. So the low larynx to begin with kind of gave it this deep richness, and then it almost instantly popped up into that high larynx bright place, which gave it the fragility. And when you add in that breathing, that laboured I'm in pain, I'm crying type breath into that vocal, it just completely like supercharges it with emotion, because we've all felt that, we've been there, we know that there's a fragility, you kind of want to reach out to her. So it's a masterclass in like bringing your emotions to a vocal performance. Amazing.
Without waiting, without watching us, that hating.
Wow. Wow. Just let her drink in that moment. See how she's kind of letting go of all that emotion she had built in there? Built up even? Wow. Well done, FKA Twigs. Now, oh, hit that mic again. When I said it was like singing meeting acting, I don't mean that she isn't feeling what she's feeling. What I mean is she's managing to tap into the emotional place when she wrote this song, or I don't know if she wrote it, but I'm assuming she did. But she's managing to take herself into that place. So recalling those emotions, second to none. Like, that was how you do it. Fantastic. There's a real kind of Kate Bushy thing to her. Like, they've got a lot of vocal elements that match. The kind of bright sound, the almost like weird forest calls. I don't know if that's a thing, but like I can imagine hearing her and Kate Bush like tweeting at each other in the woods. So, do with that what you will. But yeah, like, I'm really into this. It's very different from the stuff that you hear like a lot. It's a bit of a departure. It's just absolutely lovely. Like a soundscape as well. It's just loads of space. And if you've watched my videos, you know I like space in music. Like, I just like to let the song breathe, let it live a little bit. So amazing. FKA Twigs, fantastic. Fantastic. So I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe. It's here. I think it's here. Here. Ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say now is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I think it's going to be super boring. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and now I'll have to say goodbye. That weird scoop, that's about as much as I've got in me today. Lockdown's got me tired. Bye.